Hey everyone, it's great to see you. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of a David Austin rose. And of course you've heard of David Austin roses before. Those are those classic, very full, multi-petaled roses. They're beautiful. And I really don't have a place for it in my yard. Don't tell Dan, he's laughing at me. However, there's always space for more plants, as we know, and I am going to be putting this actually in a pot, especially until I really find out where it would be best in the yard. Now, when a David Austin bare root rose comes to you, especially because it's bare root, you want to make sure that you give it some time to rehydrate and that you give it some good soaking time. So I'm going to take this out of the box and we're going to soak it. It recommends on the side of the box for at least 2 hours, and that's probably about where I will then pot it up. But here we go. So this is exactly how a bare root rose is going to look. And it is truly bare root. It has a tag on it here to say it's a David Austin rose, and this is a Gabriel Oak rose. So Gabriel Oak is a super full, deep, pink, luscious rose. It's supposed to have a beautiful scent, and I am so excited about this rose. Would you like to take a sniff of the rose here too? Yeah, we can't smell it yet, but it's going to be beautiful. So it has these main canes that come out, and then a great looking root system here. So I have a bucket full of water, and this is such a big rose. I don't even know. I think we can just squish it in here. Okay, I'm going to add a little more water actually, but that should do it for a couple hours, and then we will get it planted up. And I will show you exactly how I'm going to do that when I come back in a little bit. So my Gabriel Oak rose has soaked a number of hours now, and it looks really good. Now, this is an interesting thing about roses. When you plant a lot of your plants, they talk about how you don't want to bury the crown. But with roses, that's one of the few plants that you actually do. So here's the crown, and you actually are going to cover this with soil. So this is going to go quite deep. My plan was to put it in a grow bag, but I'm thinking it's not going to have enough space in here. So I'm going to put it in here for now, but we're going to be transplanting this out pretty quickly. The roots, fortunately, are fairly flexible, so I'm just going to sort of stuff this into the grow bag. There we go. It's going to be a little lopsided because the roots were tending to lean one direction, and that's fine. You just want to make sure that they're spread out a bit here. And then, because I'm going to want to bury it very deeply, I don't know if I'm going to have enough soil. So this is just a general all-purpose potting mix. You can use any all-purpose potting mix that you want. I'm going to dump this in, and if it's not enough, this would be a two-part video where I come back with some more potting soil. Oh, pretty good. We're getting there. Okay, I'm just going to tamp this down. You want to make sure there's no air holes here, but I can't quite cover the crown. I can see it here, and I need about 3 more inches of potting mix. So I'm going to give it a little more water, let it sit like this until I can get a hold of some more potting mix, and then I'll be back to show you more. So now I'm outside with my beautiful Gabriel Oak rose, and if you remember here, well, you just saw it a couple seconds ago, but it was a couple days actually that I needed to get some potting mix here to top off the planter. So with our roses, we want to plant them fairly deep, and I didn't have quite enough to make sure that the crown of this rose was going to be tucked in. So now I have some more dirt. This is a nice potting mix, and I'm just tucking it in around our rose, and you really want to make sure, whoops, that you don't do that, that the crown of your rose is under the line of the soil. And this, is going to be just Perfect. Okay, so you can see here that my main stems, you don't see this part in the center, the crown, that's under the dirt there. So this is actually, because it's already started to sprout, this was grown in a warmer area than here. I'm gonna put this in the shed just because we are having some cold weather right now. And then it will come out and it will be a beautiful, beautiful 4-foot by 4-foot bushy rose with these beautiful pink blossoms. It doesn't look like much now, but it will later. And I can't wait to show it to you. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.